Celtic continue to go from strength to strength whilst Rangers continue to live in delusion. In today's video, we are going to explain why, as it was on full show for the world to see, not only that we will continue to discuss the fallout from yesterday's game and go over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours, but first make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. 17-year-old Sean McArdle has described making his Celtic debut as a surreal moment after coming off the bench late in Saturday's 3-1 win over Hibernian at Celtic Park. The young midfielder was introduced in the 85th minute, replacing Rio Hatate, and immediately got a taste of first-team action in front of a packed home crowd. After the match, McArdle took to Instagram to share his emotions, posting, "Such a surreal moment making my debut for my boyhood club. Just thankful for the opportunity and was really good to get result as well. Hopefully many more to come." The post captured the pride and excitement of a lifelong fan stepping onto the pitch in green and white for the first time. McArdle, who has been part of the club's youth setup, has impressed staff with his maturity and technical ability, earning his chance as Celtic look to the future with the title already secured. Brendan Rodgers' decision to hand the teenager his debut in a high-profile fixture underlines the manager's willingness to reward young talent. Though his time on the pitch was brief, McArdle kept things tidy and composed, helping see out the game as the champions continued their strong end to the campaign. The reception from the support and the trust from the coaching staff will no doubt be a huge boost for the midfielder. His debut marks a step in Celtic's attempts to promote from within, and McArdle will now be hoping this is the first of many appearances for the club he grew up supporting. Now for the main story. Despite being hilariously outsung and outclassed in their own backyard by 2,400 Celtic fans last weekend, Rangers have doubled down on the delusion, wheeling out Tina Turner's Simply the Best once again at Ibrox for their match against Aberdeen. Yes, really. The same anthem that Celtic fans commandeered before the Glasgow derby, belting it out with such cheeky confidence it shook the stands, was back on the speakers at Ibrox on Sunday, as if the last public roasting hadn't taken place. Perhaps they hoped no one would notice, or maybe this is the musical equivalent of sticking your fingers in your ears and singing louder. It's not just Celtic fans laughing either. A sizable number of Rangers supporters took to social media after last week's derby to suggest retiring the anthem altogether, saying it had become a running joke, a constant reminder that in Scottish football's modern era, their club are anything but the best. Let's talk facts. Celtic have won 14 of the last 15 league titles. They've completed 5 trebles in the past decade. They sit proudly atop the all-time major honours list in Scottish football. Once upon a time, Simply the Best was Rangers' rallying cry. Now it feels more like a karaoke punchline that even Ali McCoist had to laugh along with. But fair play. If they want to keep playing it, who are we to stop them? Just know every time that chorus blares out across Ibrox, the rest of Scottish football, and especially Celtic fans, will hear something else entirely. Not Tina Turner's power ballad of triumph, just a sad wee remix. Second best, better than all the rest. Some songs age gracefully, others just age awkwardly. In other news, Kasper Schmeichel marked his return to action in Celtic's 3-1 win over Hibernian with a clean, composed display and a message of gratitude that struck a chord with supporters. The Danish goalkeeper, who had been sidelined since early April, made his first appearance back between the sticks at Celtic Park on Saturday. After the match, Schmeichel took to Instagram to share his emotions, writing, "Wow, I missed this. What an amazing feeling to be back out there. Thank you for the incredible reception. What a performance from the lads." It was a classy message from a player whose experience and presence have been missed in recent weeks. The 38-year-old looked sharp and assured on his return, commanding his box and offering vocal leadership throughout. While Martin Boyle's first half opener for Hibs was expertly taken, Schmeichel made key interventions to ensure Celtic regained control and saw out the win comfortably. His post-match words also reflected a strong connection with the supporters, who greeted his name with a loud ovation when read over the tannoy before kick-off. You wouldn't think he has been here less than a season. Kasper's absence had seen Sinisalo deputise, the Finnish international doing a good job. But Schmeichel's return comes at an ideal time with the Scottish Cup final on the horizon. Celtic now have 2 more SPFL games before their Scottish Cup final against Aberdeen. The Hoops will have a dress rehearsal of sorts at Pittodrie during the week before taking on St Mirren on Saturday, where post-patch they will lift the league title. In other news, it's getting to the point of Celtic's season where Brendan Rodgers will need to make decisions on some players' futures at the club. The Celtic manager will be keen to add fresh faces to his squad, but will also be mindful that there are a number of Hoops first-team players who will play no part in his future plans. Those players will eventually need to move on, but it seems that there is another reason why one of Rodgers' Celtic men will not pull on the green and white hoops again this season. Giving his pre-match press conference ahead of Celtic's game against Hibs, Rodgers was asked about young Dane Murray and if he will get a chance in the coming weeks. Rodgers is in awe of the strong Celtic youngster. Murray has made just 2 appearances for Celtic this season after he was given a surprise outing in the boys' defeat to Aston Villa in the Champions League and then again the Scottish Cup win against Wraith Rovers at Celtic Park. Since then, the young defender hasn't been seen, and here Rodgers explains why fans won't get to watch Murray again this season. Rodgers told Celtic TV, "No, he's injured. Yeah, sadly for him, he's just had a wee clean-up of his knee. Dane's one I really like. He's got a lot of attributes. He's big, he's got good pace, he's strong, he's brave, he's competitive, and he can play," he said. There is another big decision Rodgers must make on Dane Murray at Celtic. Murray is clearly highly rated by Rodgers and has a future under the Celtic manager. However, there is a contract situation he must sort out. The young defender's contract expires at the end of next season, which coincides with the Celtic bosses, but Rodgers must look to extend Murray's deal or else run the risk of him talking to clubs in January. With the boys losing a number of top young talents over recent seasons, Murray is certainly one that Celtic will want to hold on to moving forward. Lastly, it has been some journey for Ange Postecoglou ever since he departed Celtic. He decided to join Tottenham during the summer of 2023 after getting Celtic back to winning ways, including securing the treble. In terms of pressure and expectations, there is no doubt that Big Ange took a step down when donning the colours of the Lily Whites, but Postecoglou is on a much bigger stage in regards to the English Premier League, the eyes on the prize and the money on the table. Just like his days at Celtic Park, the man in Tottenham's dugout has divided opinion, caused a stir and left everyone entertained regardless of their status. And as Tottenham reached the Europa League final on Thursday night, there is one quote from Postecoglou that could go down in history. He said he always wins things in his second season as Tottenham reached the Europa League final. Last season, after losing Harry Kane to Bayern Munich, Tottenham finished 5th and secured Europa League football in Ange's first season. It's fair to say that this current campaign has been far more difficult as a bottom half finish is pencilled and Postecoglou has taken a lot of stick for it. Back in September, during Spurs' struggles, Celtic's treble-winning coach stuck his chest out and told the world what he does in his second season as manager, and now he is one game away from creating one of the coldest ever quotes in football. Ange said, "I don't usually win things, I always win things in my second year. Nothing has changed, I have said it now, and I don't say things unless I believe them," he said. Back in 2022, Ange and Celtic were knocked out of the Conference League by Bodo Glimt, losing the tie 5-1 on aggregate. So, when Bodo Glimt were drawn against Tottenham for the semi-final of the Europa League, Postecoglou knew payback was on the cards. It's fair to say that he has learnt his lesson, and in style, because not only did the London club win the first leg 3-1, but they also secured a 2-0 win in Norway to book a Europa League final showdown against Manchester United. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.